Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a video to show you some of the new things or not so new things that the AI workers can do in Farming Simulator. I already did a guide out on the AI workers, but the biggest questions I get are, can the AI workers do baling and can they do orchard work like grapes? I'm going to show you what they can do and what they can't do. So let's start with the orchards here. So if I get into Grape Harvester here, on the left-hand side it says activate AI workers. So you'd think, well, if I come up to the field, if I line it up all nice and neat, if I hit H to hire, well, it just goes into here. I can have it drive somewhere. I can't have it actually do it. However, there is a way to kind of make it easier to do this. As long as your rows are nice and straight like this, if I hold down the H to go into the AI worker menu, you can see no field detective here, so it's not going to ever detect a field. Even if I drive further on it, it's like, well, you're not far enough onto the field. If I drive further on here, you're going to say it's still not detecting a field. It's just not going to work. But if I go to steering assist, I don't know why it wants me to go around that field like that. But if I go, I want lines to be shown up. So if I do that, get rid of the headlands there. 5 meter automatic working width, that should be fine. If I hit OK there, it does have these on the rows for the grapes. Now I think it's a little messed up here only because I placed the grapes over the top of an existing fields. That's why I think it wants me to go around the outside like that. But in general, if you turn it on, if I hit H to lock into that, and I just hold down cruise control to go or set my cruise control speed, it's normally dead on the row, not off to the side like that. So, of course, my example doesn't work. Go figure. But I have tested this on other maps and other scenarios, and it does work absolutely fine. You can get the AI worker to do it for you. Here, we could do an offset if we needed to. If you have it a little bit far off like that, you can set an offset to do it, where you can set the working width down, I think would also probably help, because I don't think this, I think 2.5 meters. Let's try that. That's a little bit closer. I think that's a little bit closer to the actual rows. Maybe if we do, let's test it one more time here. Let's do like 3 meters. Let's see what that does for us. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. So if I do that and just hit cruise control to go, it'll work its way up the line and it'll harvest the grapes for you. So you can use GPS, which really helps you keep in line, because usually you'd turn, you'd hit it, you get stuck, get frustrated, have to back up. So yes, you still have to be in the harvester all the time. But if you make like, I don't know, if you make a grape vine that, I mean, even just goes like from here to here, like a really long one, you could honestly go to the bathroom in the time it takes to get across. So just set cruise control, work on whatever else you want to do. But yeah, so that's what I got for you in terms of the grape and orchard work. Same thing with olives. It's not going to work if you hire an AI worker. So just be aware of that. Now, let's talk about baling. So that's the other big one. If people want it to be able to do baling or picking up bales and stuff like that. So can it do it? You can see over there, it does say activate AI worker. But if I go up to the field, if I hit H to activate the AI worker, it's just going to take me to the create job space. There's no way I can have it do it. If I hold the button down and go into the menu, it's not going to detect a field. Steering assist, you can have it detect the field, and you can set it however you'd want to. I would say go to like the harvester you have, which I'm going to tab over to it here. If I go into the menu here, I can see this is a 6 meter working width for this. Actually, if I just go this way, I should be able to get to it. There we go. So what you can a lot of times do, if I set this to, and I did a video about this as well, if I set it to 6 meters, set it to however many headlands the harvester did. We'll go to steering assist. Sorry, set this to 6 meters. And then however many the harvester did, just do that, hit OK. And you can see it actually lined us up on that row pretty good. So then if I lower the pickup, I can hit 3 to activate it. And this works with curve fields. So if there's a curve in the field, this will curve around and you can get some of the headlands and stuff. And you can use an AI worker or basically the GPS to lock you onto the row. So you can use GPS to do it. It works great. Yeah, it's fantastic. Now you'd say, well, does it work with forage wagons? Nope. It's the same thing, unfortunately, with the forage wagons as well as the baler. It's not going to be something that you can just hop on a field, hit H, hire it up. It's just going to get you here. Now, I have a forage wagon, so I could do some other things like deliver, load, and deliver, and go to. But it's not going to, if I hold down the menu, it's not going to scan a field for us over here. But if I go to steering assist, again, if I can set this up to 6 meters, I can do that, and then I hit OK. And it's going to lock me on this, so I can hit H, lower that down, turn on cruise control, and then I can have it help me lock onto the row for the straw. So it makes it easier. So it's definitely better. It's a step in the right direction, but it's not perfect. It's not going to do everything. It's not going to pick up bales. It's not going to wrap bales. The other question I get is if you are harvesting, let me go to the harvester. If I'm harvesting with this harvester, is it going to go to the edge of the field? If I have a worker or I have a trailer there, is it going to go unload automatically? No, it's just going to wait out in the field for you to come unload it, just like Farming Simulator 22. The big thing with the AI workers is the fact that they're going to do headlands, and even if you have a crazy shaped field, like I don't know what the weirdest shaped field is on this map, it might be like, I mean, that one's pretty strange. We also have Oh goodness, there's actually not too many weird shaped fields on here, but even if you have a custom field, and I've tried this with some crazy custom field designs, absolutely insane. I've done it with, like, if I build I'm just going to show you guys if I just ruin this field over here. If I go into, it's under here, it's under cultivation. Yeah, here we go. If I build a rice field, for example, and this works with any sort of field, if I make it like this, and I do that sort of a weird shaped field like that, the AI worker can handle it, and I can show you that if you'd like. Let's get over there with, this guy I think has a cultivator attached to it. Now, it doesn't need to be cultivated, so the AI worker actually probably won't hire on there since it's already cultivated, but I can use this to scan the field and show you guys that it does pick it up. It's actually quite impressive, and I've tested some even crazier shapes than this, and the AI worker sometimes we get a little stuck if you have a really weird shaped field, but you would never make a field this weirdly shaped, to be honest. So as long as you're making reasonable fields, I've never had any issue. But see, it scans it just fine. What if I have, well, I don't even know if I can landscape in the middle of this, but the other thing it can do as well, if I go here, can I paint in the middle? Nope, I can't. Let's say I have, well, I can do it on this field actually. If I put an island in the middle of this, right here, like that, and I go back over to this harvester over here, enter vehicle, and I scan this field now, to harvest, it picks up the island and it'll go around the island. And I've tested that, it works great. So it's really good no matter how you customize the field. The AI workers, that's the big improvement, is how they're able to scan fields, and they really don't go that far off the field. So even if I fly around a little bit, the trees here, they're not going to get stuck. The stuff right there, they just need a little bit of space on the edge. So all these trees around here, not going to get stuck on them. Those ones aren't terribly close to the fields, but even, like, I mean, that one's right next to the field there, not going to get stuck on it, guaranteed. Let's find some worse ones. Like this one right here, like there's a lot of stuff going on around the edge of this field. It's not going to get stuck on the edges of this field. It's just not. The workers are fantastic. You'll occasionally have an issue. Sometimes I found to like kind of get confused for a second, but they won't ruin anything or get stuck. I just have to go unhire them and rehire them. And again, they're still always making it better and doing different things to them. So overall, the new AI worker system is absolutely incredible. If we go through the store there and talk about what they can't do, they can't load pallets, can't do any of that. They can deliver stuff. They can load and deliver stuff. They can do that. They can do plowing, cultivating, disc harrowing, power harrowing, subsoiler. They should be able to do mulching, spading, stone picking. They can do that. Seeding, planting, that's no problem. Fertilizing, herbicide, slurry, manure. They can do all that sort of stuff. Harvesting, they can do that. The only thing they can't do is if I go over here to specialty headers, they can't do like pick up the crop swath. You can use GPS to help that, but that's a similar function to baling, so it doesn't work. Forage harvesters, they'll run those. They'll run mowers, tedders, windrowers, grassland care equipment. They won't run balers. They won't run bale loading. They won't do bale wrapping. They'll run, you know, all these specialized harvesters and different things like that. They'll run all that stuff. The rice stuff. They'll do all the rice stuff, cotton stuff, sugarcane stuff. They won't do grapes or olives, but they can, again, you can use GPS. They won't do like any animal work or anything like that. They won't do forestry for you. There's no auto load stuff, but there's a ton of stuff that is, I mean, honestly, it's just, there's still a lot of stuff they're not able to do, but it's a huge step forward. You don't have to worry about them just going up and down a field and getting stuck on the edges. You just kind of can set them to go and they'll kind of do their thing. You don't have to worry about them. But anyhow, guys, hopefully that answered some of your questions and some of the myths about Farming Simulator 25 and the new AI helpers. That was kind of the point of that video. So if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos or anything like that. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next one.